was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start here with Jackson. And he'll get this out to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Las Vegas.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, here's how it could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jackson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
The 50-yard line.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
That's good for another loss.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. There to make the grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Is good.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
Not only does he look the part, he plays it as well. Tall, prototypical-looking pocket passer with better athletic ability than what people think, gets outside of the pocket and makes big plays downfield.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a play fake. Wentz. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
To Mike Gesicki.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That's complete to John Ross. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now Wentz. He'll buy some time right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Wentz on the keeper.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz got a man open. It's Ross. Call it a 3-yard gain. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Gain of a yard. 1st down, Broncos.
Right back to Conner here on 1st. And shutting him off now open field. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. James Conner, 28 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the point after.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Raiders.
And here now the offense heading back out there. I guess you can say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If he rifles one that's intercepted, picked off here at 29. He will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown.
And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. He was 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Rush coming in. He's taken down.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
The pass.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
A gain of 18 on the play.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 27. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Wentz now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 14.
James Conner.
It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Connor. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Conner again.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
James Conner on the
Call it no gain there on the first down play.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. So they won their division and earned the right to play at home in the first round of the playoffs, but this one is not going to script so far.
Nowhere did they have the thought process that they'd be down double digits. But the good thing is it's the first half. You and I know, I mean, you've been with me long enough now. Hang with the game plan. Stay the course for a while. Don't panic and change up things. Keep grinding. Long way to go in this ball.
That was my question to you. You don't throw everything away at this point. Stay on course.
Stay on course. Obviously, you want to eliminate the things that have caused you to be down double digits. But at the same time, you're not getting it all back in one play. Keep going. The game plan was put in there for a reason.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Looking left side, and it's complete. Going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The pass, incomplete in the end zone. Leads to 2nd and goal.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are back within a score.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Raiders 14. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how's he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
And
a big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. John Ross, 27 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well,
we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching the Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a save. Derek Brown drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete.
Wentz's pass complete.
Well, partners, a pretty easy explanation for his success in this one. He's very comfortable throwing the football. Did you just see that one? In the pocket, no real pressure, yet to be sacked today. When he's that comfortable, that leads to those types of completions.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. On the handoff, Connor, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
James Conner.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz, that one is slant to McLaurin.
Wentz's pass complete.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The tackle.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Connor again.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Raiders 14.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do give 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Let's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Trimmed down to 10. So that one goes down as a 99-yard kick return for 6 from the 1-yard line all the way to the house on the other end.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
He's brought down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Wentz going to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
To Mike Evans. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Denver.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
James Conner.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Midfield. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Again a run with Conner. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Wentz's pass.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Jalen Ferguson.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Good for a loss
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The pass.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
6-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Broncos take over 1st and
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's got Evans. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score.
Wentz's pass.
Mike Evans, 75 yards, and the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Point after.
Well, they talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brought down by Shaq.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
That's good.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The pass on
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
We'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 16.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Slams it for the pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. As he'll take this out to the 22-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Brings up second and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and